Welcome, beautiful people, to Chronicles of Life, a yet another wonderful show on your screen today. How have you guys been? We want to welcome newcomers and we want to say welcome again to our lovers who always join us every week. My name is Opeyemi Oyebode, and as always, we don't come alone. I don't work alone on this show. Today I have beautiful is the glass. I just said let me look at my You will have told us where there's uniform for
people do not get to the we are the guests.
Thank you. I'm going to start again.
You can always improvise.
Alright, it's so good to actually have you guys around, and I'll just leave a little time for you to introduce yourself. Let's not be too, let's not enlarge or make it long. Let's just
in full, my name is Jesse. I'm Jesse, by the way.
Okay.
For short.
Thank you for giving us the really last one because it looks like you were rapping.
I'm rapping.
His name is Jesse. For those who were too shocked to actually hear the last part.
Yeah, I'm Jesse.
Alright.
And you are I'm spicy.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Adra Bima.
I'm very sorry. You have from the professionals.
I'm sorry.
As it should be.
Sorry, I learned.
Actually, she's not a first time,
Yes,
guest on the show.
I
She's
said
always been
to be here again.
I wanted more spice from someone that is being spicy. Because that's
that's how the thing is spicy.
He already did spicy. I think
Exactly.
I'm
spice
spicy.
never finish for
It's
market
not
now.
spicy like this.
Chill.
Okay,
More
no
is coming.
If you should use Gino, use a Gino Moto. Understand?
Oh yeah,
Mr. Fellow.
can you introduce yourself again and again?
Good people, my name is Afolari Abodidoluwa Tamilore Ayodele, known as Fola. That's all.
Or Mr.
Or Fola. Or Mr. Follow.
All right. As you know that every now and then, whenever you see us on your screen, we are giving you something, informative, entertaining, business minds, and we're rubbing minds together, basically. Today we'll be discussing a very important topic, and it's titled Decision Making, Goal Setting, and Meeting Targets. I feel like we should go in a suit for this show.
Right.
Too official.
How come we did not think about
We
this?
did not get the
We have to
memo
catch up
now.
for this.
I don't
Because
know.
decision making, goal setting, and meeting target looks like a suit form of.
Like
Very
a
serious something.
very deep topic
Yeah, it's
you
very
need
serious
to go into.
Well, let us dive into it. What do you guys think are the definition of these topics? Because when I was looking at it, I'm like, should we just go right into the topic, or we need to define it? I think we should define those big vocabularies that we have. So you guys are three. Let me say you guys are three.
Decision making.
Do it now. Ladies first, for be calm
Okay, she
down.
wants to be first.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Ladies.
I'll say decision making is when you are making choices. Like,
Making choices.
let me just use that word. Yeah, you can go.
Simple and precise.
Let's move.
Decision making decision. Hitting target hitting.
Nobody is ready to target.
Oh, sorry.
Meeting target.
Meeting target meeting. Decision making a decision. We are simple as that.
Setting goals.
They offer you rice, beans, akara. Pick one. Are you hungry? I'm hungry for akara.
And that's choice now.
When you have multiple choices, they call it multiple choice question. Okay, the most serious though, decision making is you make it. Can I be serious?
You ask yourself. No sex.
Okay, decision making is you coming to terms with the fact that yes, this is what I feel is best for me. You just saying that
That is
yes,
very
yes, saying this is
what
what
I
I
want.
This is what is best for me. This is what suits me. This is what will fit me. That's how you make it.
yes. Even small people will understand this one when you talk to you. Yeah.
Breaking it down. I woke up this morning and I said, this going to fit me for this podcast.
So
I
you
made a
had
decision.
choices.
I had
You just
multi-
had like multi choice,
Yeah,
and you feel like which
yes.
one should I?
Yeah. He was coming to terms with the fact that yes, this is what I want, and nobody can influence me negatively or negatively, because positive influence is still you making up yourself, making up your mind. Yes, back to you, Mrs. Adura Baby.
I like that one.
I think we should
So,
go to Mr. Jason.
Okay,
now.
Mr. Jason.
What do you understand
Okay, so-
by goal setting? Let's go, because they've really defined what decision making is. Goal setting.
Okay, let me start with decision making before I
He
go
wants to
to
go back.
goal setting. So for me, decision making is like thinking and making choice of which one to go for. You are thinking and you are putting these two things together and you are saying, I will go for this one, I will go for this, or I will go for this one. Good. Then you having a goal. Okay. You having a goal is you making a decision and you pushing forward for, like, you are making a decision and this is what you want.
So pushing
Like,
forward a decision is
Yes,
like-
exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
Then when you come to target, it's like saying the same thing. When you come to you bringing up targets, like you are hitting a target, you are meeting a target. You already planned that. This is what you want to. This is what you must do, and you are hitting that. You are getting to that point. You must get to that point. So that's what I feel is.
And to add to what you said, both realistic and unrealistic targets.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that. Realistic in what sense? Can you paint a scenario where we can know what realistic target means and what unrealistic?
Okay. For example, now, you know, say you don't get 5 naira for account.
You want buy car tomorrow.
You want buy car tomorrow.
Are you quite inside with each other? Which one do you want?
It's the brown for me. It's the brown for me. It's the brown for me. You understand?
Okay.
You get 5 naira. You want to buy a Mercedes Benz tomorrow. That is an unrealistic target. But you get 50 naira for account. You want to buy food of 20 naira. That is realistic.
That's realistic.
Well, personally, I
Okay.
feel they are like the three of them are like food. They're like a chain. You get just the way you have this artwork here. It's like a family tree. When you make a decision, you have a goal. You are hitting a target. So with the topic, I'm even trying to add time management to it, because if you are making a decision, you need to, like, it work with time.
Let's not get ahead of
Okay,
ourselves.
okay,
because
oh, yeah.
I think we're still
Oh, yeah,
discussing
no.
this time management.
Let's go
I
little
would
by
actually
little.
love to ask that what are the things that we must consider when we are making decisions. But you guys already, he mentioned, is this thing good for me or is it not good for me?
Yeah.
Are there other things that we want to add? What are the things that, because people make decisions for business, family, wearing clothes for a day, career and all of that. What are the things that we need to put together to make decisions and that we would look later in the day and say, okay, thank God I made this kind of decision and not the other way around. You mentioned that, is this thing good for me? What are the other things?
I think you need to gather information on what you're making a decision about.
Okay, that's perfect. That's nice.
So how do I get this information?
Definitely, you see something online that you might think that
That is
you
social
can
media
just
now.
read through something now.
Are you usually moved by what you see online?
Okay, that's social
Sometimes.
media influence.
That's another thing that social media influence can
I'm not saying-
make you make good
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
I'm saying reading information about what you are making a target towards.
No, but I thought you said you make your decisions based on what you see.
See,
I'm not
online.
No, what are the
saying
things that will help you?
what will help you, Mr. Fowler.
I can't read your lips. Okay.
I'm saying you should read. Like, let me say now, I want to buy a car. This is me making a decision to buy a car. I don't know what this car can do because I've never bought one before. This is me going online to read. Okay, what is this car? What kind of car am I going to buy? What's the, like? Just make your research about that thing and you're making a plan towards before you make your your decision or your plans towards it.
To buttress a point, I think people who do phone conferences, they do this thing.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have money and you just feel like I want to change my phone, and you have like two options. And there are these people on YouTube who have been able to bring iPhone this and Samsung that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they will just tell you the specification of this phone, specification on that phone, and you'll be able to imagine, am I ready to buy this or am I ready to buy that? Trust me. So I think we can always, find this, to button that point, information are there online.
Yes.
That's just what I want to
Yes, they're always like helping.
And
Yeah,
what does
But
you-
gone are the days that we let people make decisions for us. For example, I know that all of us here must have tasted that, and then your father will say you must be a doctor, you must be a lawyer.
Oh
you must
yeah,
be a
yeah,
banker,
that's true.
you
That's
must be
true.
Daddy, I want to go do photography. What? don't go Africa.
Like why?
No, the idea
No,
of
the inside.
that photo. My child is doing 1 year already.
And this the photography has gone way beyond.
Yes, it's amazing. It's like there's so much money. Honestly,
But
like
you really to expect your parents for them to know.
we have that mentality that this is somebody that there's a photographer that came to our marriage. This person will pay me 10,000 naira. Like why should be my son that kind of
I'm
way?
pretty that I'm taking it out. I mean, fine. If
You found out the option of snapping people. It makes no sense. Like
those days have passed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I tell your mom I want to be a social media personnel.
what is that? Wait.
What happens there? They don't say you should open 1 hour with TikTok now.
Now they're making me.
Yeah, it's true.
Banker will sit down in that place for 1 month. No go make
Get
am.
that money.
So I think we've been exposed.
Yes.
We've been exposed.
Generation is-
And
It's blessed. Honestly.
if you have this passion to do something, do it. But set the targets that you will do it. If you don't do this one, go back to normal house. So understand. So that's
to
basically.
strategize.
That is it.
You better say it all though.
Some people actually believe in going with the flow.
True.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's like I wake up today and I feel like I don't have any plans. I don't think I really want to meet any targets. Or maybe maybe I've made plans before that did not really actualize. So what's the need for it? And let me just continue to go with the flow. What do you think about going with the flow? Is it factual? Should people go with the flow all the time, or there are times they're just willing to sit down and just go with whatever happens? Or it's better off that every single time you are always having something, is this tick, is that tick, and it's this one stick. So what do you guys think?
For me, I feel you should not go with the flow. Going with the flow is like you are settling for less. Do you understand?
Okay.
Going with the flow is like
This agree button. This agree.
Okay.
This agree.
Very good.
Settling for what?
Good. You are done with it. Let me finish. Oh, yeah, let me finish.
Let us hear from
Good.
him.
Okay, you are going. You said the question was you are going with the. You just sit down and you are going with the
Let's
flow.
see how it actualize.
What will happen? Me, I feel it's you settling for less. If you are making a decision, you are thinking outside the box. You are bringing so many things together. You are bringing so many, both the things that are present currently and the things that are outside. You are bringing them together to actualize a goal. That is why the meeting a goal is there. You are bringing all the decisions together to meet a goal. So you sitting down and like feeling let me just this thing is here. Let me just see it. No, I feel it's not.
So now we're going
That's my own opinion.
You'll be settling
Mr.
for less.
Jason, you have rent and bills, right?
Okay.
You have to eat.
Okay.
Now, picture yourself. I want to be an actor. You've gone for auditions, like 500 auditions in a month. You did not get one. How do you plan on eating?
How do I plan on eating?
I'm paying your
He's
rent
going to
and bills.
prepare a goal for gigs.
Okay. Now, in other gigs, right? Other gigs are not coming through. You do not have one gig for the month. How do you plan on surviving?
How do I plan on surviving?
I mean, you've been to interviews, no one has called you back, and you already have plans and maybe other gigs
Yes.
to work.
Okay.
Still do
The
that.
target for January is I want to act 4 movies. I want to be in 4 movies. One you no act. One paycheck you no collect.
No gig.
Let me see how you want to survive. Tell me that how do you plan your parent and bills?
For you to be an actor, for you to like start this kind of thing, you should know that you are planning for.
Now, okay.
That is why
starting. You are looking for gig.
Okay.
Yes.
You never
For example, now I am a professional actor. I want to go into the entertainment business.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to go into acting now. So you are saying because of I'm auditioning around, I should not focus on my 9 to 3 job. Or because of now I work every day. I go to work every day. That is me going with the flow, right? See my way. Okay, let me speak. If you don't see this one.
It's not
Is it no? What you said was that we should push on to our goals. So those people that
you're supposed to relax on your goal.
those people that work 9 to 3 now cannot be focused on their goals.
No,
No, you're focusing on
It's
totally different.
He said you should just. He said that he said no. What he said was that you should just sit down. That you sitting down and saying, this thing, I'm being lazy with my goals. Is that
Yes, you should push for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In pushing now, you should not do any of that thing.
No, you can't.
No.
He was not being specific.
No.
No.
Okay, no. How do you expect?
Okay, now.
Okay, how do you juggle the two?
How do you balance what?
Yeah, I'm
still confused your question.
Yeah, exactly. Juggle
You
what?
said, okay, now let me break this down.
Okay.
You said going with the flow is bad.
Yes,
Bad.
it's you settling for less,
It's
and you are meant to
for
push.
less.
Yes,
Okay, so how do you push?
you are setting a goal. You're supposed to push forward for it.
Okay, I give you a scenario. You're an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing gigs. How do you push?
You're not saying gigs. You're supposed to look for. Yeah.
Okay, so
You're not supposed to relax. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to relax. You're supposed to make plans to make sure that these gigs come. It's just as if you're looking for a
you
job.
understand all the plans you have made so far. It's not working. What do you do?
It's not possible.
And you cannot
You cannot. It's not wait.
It happens. It happens when you set a goal that the goals are not coming true.
You never said goals, Nish.
Okay. Wait. Let me say
What
something.
will you do?
Go back to your drawing board.
Let me say something.
Your drawing board is
Okay, Mr. Fola, what's your point now?
No, okay, let me be biblical now.
Okay.
Man's plans is different from God's plan.
Okay.
Man the plan, God the dispose. Well, man propose, God what? God dispose, yes. You make plans, say this month I want to act 4 movies. God say one movie no go see, one video no go see, one shoot no go see, one episode of one Waka Pass no go see. Now you say, okay, God, I made my best effort, you understand? I tried, I didn't see one game. I don't have one shishi with me. I sit down in my house, I cross my leg. And I look up to you. You send money to me. You understand? What will you do
when you are not seeing
when you have made a goal and it's not in line with what God wants to do?
Exactly. Then you are making sense. You are not working in alignment to God's plan. That's
I have my passion.
That's another topic.
I have what I want to do with. Like I have what I want to do that will bring me money. I have my passion. I have my goals, my target.
Okay.
If you don't click now, what do you want to do?
That is not your goal. That is not that is not a plan for you. Like, this is not what God has. That's not what God has said. He said, no, you cannot know your calling and your calling may work for you.
But your calling must work at your own pace.
No, your calling can be exactly. Your calling cannot work at your own pace. If your calling is your calling.
See, you never go in 2 months reach. Go and meet Anashake and ask him how many music you don't record down.
What are you saying? What is your point?
My point is that you being relaxed is not settling for less. You being relaxed means it's time for you to
okay. Maybe I used the word wrongly.
Yes.
Maybe you used the word wrongly.
Okay.
Then you have
I apologize.
See, the part is that the work that you may even find doing may be more lucrative than your calling.
Definitely.
I have seen people leave their calling and switch to career men, and they took care of their families easily, and they have money.
How do you know it's people's calling?
No, definitely. You know that this is their calling.
How do you know it's the people's calling?
Alright, I think we should move on from this particular
Okay.
thing. The question was actually that is it factual to actually go with the flow? And to my opinion, to the best of my knowledge, I think to some extent, yes, because there are times that you have tried your best, like you said, maybe you
Okay.
and you just have to just let's see what happens. Let's see what happens and all of that. And there are some levels also where you just really need to make plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, and trust me, unless maybe it is not just your time and your season. That one thing we know now work.
Yes, it's true.
But then at some point, you just really need to stop holding things so hard, and you just need to just let me see how things go. Yes, it might be factual sometimes, and yes, you might really need to just be on your toes, making goals, setting targets, and meeting the targets. Now, I would like us to look into another question very quickly. Talking about meeting targets, do you usually meet your targets, your daily targets? Let's start with daily. Then we'll go to weekly, then we'll go to monthly.
We'll go to them first.
Now, we have a business person here, we have a career career, more than career.
I'm a student.
I even love this setting. So we have in all facets. So what do you always meet your target as a businesswoman? Today, this month I'm going to sell. Let's have a daily, weekly, monthly. Just you can summarize together for us.
I think sometimes because it's business. I can have a plan that okay, I must meet this also target for this month, and it's not coming true. I will not kill myself.
So it happens that there are times that you set target for yourself and you don't meet it.
Yes.
Interesting. What about you?
Now, the reason why I was being antagonistic with him was due to the fact that yes, so what he said I can actually relate. Me switching to career, to being a career man is because of my passion is not clicking yet.
Yeah.
Keyword is yet.
So you are pushing.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing. Now, so I have so much positioned my career in a way that I don't feel the stress anymore. I'll wake up in the morning, do my normal. So it's more or less that even where we work now, they will make it easier for us. It's what they call daily plan, weekly plan, and so once we have finished that one, with more or less like we have done the main thing. So being a career man, you don't have any targets to meet. You don't have any distance. I want just to come past education and leave and do this and that. So even it will get to a state that you position your life in a way that you have so much time to do other things you want to do. So I'm at that phase now that my career is even perfectly settled. It's like that to now switch back to passion. So I've hit on my target as a career person.
That's really nice. What about you as a student?
For me, I will not speak as a student now because a student is just going to school and come back.
So just going to school, there are targets to be met to.
So GDP will keep going high.
So personally, I feel I do meet my target to an extent, and I don't. There are sometimes I want something and I'll pray to God and say, God, I need this thing. God, give me this thing. That time I need it. That time I'm making that prayer. I will feel it's that exact time I need that thing. But when God is just as He said, is God. You have a plan.
Are you following?
Yes, exactly. So God. I'm only saying this testimony to everybody I meet. When I make a plan, God always turns up exactly the time I need it. Like God always show up exactly the time. Once I say I need this thing, once I say I need this one or I need this one, there's no day in this life I've ever said I need this thing and God did not provide it.
Is it more realistic or unrealistic?
Realistic.
Okay.
Yes. God always he dey turn up.
Wow.
But we dey turn up.
Yes, he dey turn up. There's no time. There's no time. To be sincere with you, I've never been stranded in my life.
Great one.
Hallelujah.
Let me go that way. I've never been stranded in my life. When I mean I'm deeply broke. I've never been stranded in my life. If I'm wanting something, I'm praying to God and God is giving it to me. So I feel I'm meeting my target to an extent, yeah.
And that is just to tell us that whatever we are doing outside God, there's going to be a problem.
Yes.
The confidence he has is because he has tried God severally and God has not failed.
So
and
much.
I'm sure that he'll be able to even set bigger goals and is believing that God is going to do it for him.
Yeah.
So please, whatever we are planning, Mr. Fala also mentioned it, that there are plans that is ours. And there are plans that actually belong to God. And so which one are you following? That's why we must really know God and what is planned for us at an early age. And even maybe we've passed some age and we're still struggling, we can always go back to God.
Yeah.
And He can always direct our path. Because I think the Bible verse says that in all things we should have knowledge. So even though we can tell you, mount a calendar, pin some days, and this is the step, yes, it would work, but then are you really working according to the plan of God for you? Alright, so lastly, how would you advise someone now to set a goal?
Okay.
How what are the steps to take? Like you said before earlier on, that is this thing important? Which one brings maybe my beauty more? Which one is more comfy for me? How can someone set a goal? How can someone meet targets? As a business person, what do you do to meet targets? Do you go house to house to say, oh yeah, come and buy what I'm selling, Or what do you do personally, to meet your target, and how do you set your goals? I would like to hear from all of you.
Okay, so I will start.
That's good.
So I feel you making a decision. I was okay. Let me come back. I was in school. I was in school last week, and a new course just came in, and we saw a new lecturer in class. So this lecturer was saying things like, as if he's against schooling. He was like, school is not, you learning is not something that is like very, very important.
Wow.
You learning in school, it's like something that, it's not something, he was not talking about himself, that he stopped school when he was 10. He stopped school when he was 10, and he started traveling around the world. And he came back to school when he was 35 to start his university. So he was like saying, the first thing you should know, because the topic was about ethics. Yeah. He said the first thing you should know is you thinking and critically thinking. You understand? He said you thinking is different from you critically thinking. Like you are thinking inside the thoughts that you have. You get? So he said you should discover yourself first.
Discover yourself.
Before
Self-discovery.
before any other thing. If you discover yourself, you know what you want.
Yeah.
It might not be schooling.
Definitely.
Yes, it might not be schooling. There are so many people outside that, yes, we all know. So I feel there are wrong decisions, there are right decisions.
Yeah.
The decisions you will make, and it will help you. The decisions you will make are like it will be like you are making the right decision. Like this is something that will help me. But no.
At the end of the day.
No, you are wasting your time. So the first thing first, I think, yes, you should discover yourself. Like know yourself fully.
What about you? What do you have to say?
Okay, I'll move from where you stopped. When you discover yourself, definitely that thing that you discover about yourself, there are a lot of people in that part. So the next thing you need to do is make yourself unique in that part.
Discover yourself, make yourself unique.
Yes, don't do the same thing that other people are doing
in
the same part. So after that, setting your goals, make the plan. You can write it down. Have a timeline for everything. In as much we pray to God that, okay, God, I want this thing. The same way you go to God and say, I want this thing, the same way you should write it down. So that when it does it, you go back to that book and take it and say, okay, God has done this one. I am grateful. On to the next. So always have that plan and have your agenda and have the courage that God will surely do. Yeah.
Courage.
And when you are continuing from where you stopped,
Yes.
when you are doing
Continue.
don't forget, it is okay to have a backup plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very
When you having a backup plan,
Very, very important.
failure.
Yes.
You understand? Please.
You have what to fall back to.
Thank you. That is the cocoa. Don't just relax and say this is good. Even if God will tell you, I want you to be this, and you are pushing and there's not yet time. Have a backup plan. Be like me. I know what thing I want to do, but I get backup plan. You understand?
Yeah.
I was watching a documentary of when somebody was saying, if you keep on pushing about one particular thing, it doesn't mean to not come.
Yeah. Might not just be the time.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the God that is setting the time for you. That is where time
Is that
management.
picture a catapult? You are pressing, pushing, pulling back, pushing. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing
One
it.
day, it's just
Once God should just touch that hand,
and it pulls through.
see the way it will shatter so many things.
Yeah.
I would
So many
like to
I
add.
will have to go really.
Yeah, I would like to add before I go.
So you have like
So
10 seconds.
there are like plans I've made. There's a time I started. I'm into crypto trading. So I started this thing. When I started it, it was like very, very like nobody's coming to trade with me. I felt it's not what. But boom, all of a sudden you just see a client. I'm trading this so amount with you, and you're making money from it. So what he's saying is that there's no time. Like when you have there's time for you, there's time for yes. So this is your time. You should yeah, you should know your time. Like when your time is here, you will know.
And
Yeah,
I
it is here.
sincerely wish
So
that
that is it.
everyone is well directed on our path, and I pray that everybody discovers themselves quickly,
As
because
quickly as possible.
as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for joining us today. It's been amazing on this journey, and you can also read more. You can rewatch this episode, and you can also watch every other episode that we've had. And before we go, there's our pillow
Pillow of
spreading
life.
tradition. Father calls it pillow of life. It's a tradition on this show that whoever is having their first time as a guest on this show will sign. Miss Adura has already been here, and we know that her signature is as big as possible. on
As
this
big as
pillow.
me.
So can I feel my full name?
Uh-uh.
I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
well,
recorded.
that name you mentioned before. Don't
I don't know if it's recorded.
There's no space.
All the OJ, that's all.
No matter the
Other people are coming.
So that other people can actually have space
Right.
as well. Thank you so much, guys. And maybe it could be you next time who will be putting your signature here. We can never tell. So thank you so much for joining us again. My name remains me and
Jesse. My name is Jesse.
and by my right.
Adria Benny. Mr. Fuller.
Thank you.
So we'll come your way again.
So please subscribe.
Subscribe, like,
Yeah.
comment, share with friends, and see you again.
See you.
Yes.